Hello everybody, I hope you guys are doing well, having a great day or a great night, and let's get started. So if I cough, please forgive me. This cough's killing me, and I'm yet not 100% healthy, but almost there. At least today I'm feeling way better. I've been like this for like 2 weeks. It's completely awful. But yeah, so let's get started. So here we have Dow Jones, the dollar, Bitcoin, XRP, and then we are going to take a look into XLM, XDC. We don't have to cover many altcoins, okay? Because the momentum is getting around, or let's say into the whole market, right? So it is not like picking winners, okay? So I believe a lot of coins and altcoins tokens are going to have big gains in the coming days, maybe a few weeks, okay? So the most important thing here, it's always the US economy. You guys know the drill. Before analyzing, for example, Bitcoin or XRP or XLM or whatever, we must have in mind what? US economy, Dow Jones, the dollar, and then we are going to take a look into risky assets, the crypto market in this video. Okay, so this is the order. So this is the step-by-step process. If you try to do this in an individual way, you are going to end up wrong. This is it's almost 100%. Okay, so do this step by step, and you are going to be very close to be accurate. Okay. So, as you guys know, a lot of people were bearish again into the US economy based on the tariff wars. We knew this was something that we're not going to last a long time, okay? And it is almost over. So the event that put the markets down, brought the markets down, it's the same one that is bringing the market up. And this is great for us, okay? Which means nothing changed. It only created buying opportunity for those who are who know what's going on, okay? So with all these people saying these things that this is it, it's over, it's bearish, la la la. If we only use, just for guys to have an idea, okay? So I'm making these claims and reading the market with clean charts. You guys know how I do this, okay? But just for you guys to see, just one example, a visual example. When we bring Ishimoku here to Dow Jones, let me clean here. Okay, so only looking at Ishimoku, it's completely healthy. What happened? It is not a crash at all. It's not even close. Okay, we knew this in advance. We talked about we needed a strong higher low. Here we have the previous low. So low, higher low, strong higher low. We even talked about 36,500 maybe. We went very close, and it's looking great. Okay, everything looking fantastic. Just a second. Okay, so the markets are recovering. Things are looking really good. Now if we join, not here, maybe 4 hours. So some people were talking about the V shape, which we can consider as a temporary reversal. Okay, so for example, we are going down, then we have this temporary reversal before going up. It makes sense. Some may say, okay, so this appears to be like inverted head and shoulders, even though the scenario for a right shoulders here, it is not symmetrical, right? So probably it is not what we have at hand, but things are really looking really good here. Okay, so definitely probably next week or so we will see the markets going back up. Now, another very, very important thing to talk about is this is for all the markets. The tariff wars with China is it's halted for 90 days. Okay, so let's use May 10 plus 90 days. So that's May, June, July, August 10. Let's go. Around here. Okay, so we are likely to go up till August 10 or end of July, all the markets. What is the other event that we have in September? We have the new debt ceiling gotta be approved. So let's use red bars here. And then by October, we have the new fiscal year. Okay, so following my analysis so far, so this is not a law, it is just expectation based on everything we've been doing across these years, based on experience and my thoughts, my analysis, that once again, we are likely to keep going to late July. Then we stop for, let's say, to observe how these things are going to settle and resolve before market continuation. And also we do understand that almost every year, August and September, it's usually a little bearish or for a correction, if you will. Okay, so all these things together make sense. So I'm bearish for 2026, as you guys know, right here. Okay, so if I'm right, once again, up to late July, down to early October, then up to the end of the year. Okay, so this is my thoughts for now. I'm really, really positive keen to this scenario, but once again, as we go, we observe and we are going to calculate and observe, measure, and yeah, so then we are going to have a much better understanding. So what is this? Just a second. Okay, yeah. So now let's go into the dollar. So what is the correlation? Stocks, risk assets, up. The dollar, down. So this is the correlation that we have right now. It is highly likely that stocks and risk assets will keep going. And then the dollar expectation is that may stop for a while at 89 points. Then we can wait like a little bit before all those things are resolved, before the dollar continue to go down. I strongly believe that my targets for below 89 points are accurate, but this is for another video. Okay, so remember, stocks, risky assets, precious metals up, dollar, and currencies like especially the dollar. So it's a dollar moment. Dollar going down. Okay, so which means euro and the British pound and many, many other currencies will be going up against the dollar. And this is the final run for currencies. But this is a topic for another video as well. Okay, so Bitcoin, we had a lot of people who were really, really bearish on Bitcoin, saying this is it, 10K. And we do know the crypto market momentum is only building up and not fading. Okay, so here's Bitcoin looking really, really good, and this is XRP also looking really. It's mind-blowing, to be honest. It's a great development. So now let's take a closer look into Bitcoin, then XRP, XLM, XDC. Okay. So just a second. Okay, so here we are, Bitcoin. So this is the daily naked charts. Okay, so let me tell you something. Let me see if I can give you an example. Uh, so Bitcoin behavior. Okay, so it's a ascending behavior, right? So it's grinding but making new highs. Okay, this is no news. When we take a look into a comparison from what we had back in 2018 before the break, so let's discuss just a little bit for you guys to understand, okay? The structure patterns for continuation, let's say, trend, okay? So it's a trend. We have a macro bullish continuation structure. And so what about this behavior here? From this behavior that we are having here right now. This one is going to build momentum. So first it cools off. Okay, so because we had an insane move up. So development, cooling off, bullish continuation, consolidation, all of it together before breaking bullish. Okay, but the fundamentals that we have for this scenario right here are not the same for this scenario right here. Okay, so one, it is going to lead to one scenario and the other is going to lead to other scenario. Okay, so for example, the moves we have into a consolidation structure are like a coil. Okay, so they build up pressure. And this kind of move we can see here, it's the one that releases pressure or pressure being released. So the fundamentals we use into consolidation structures are not the same for the ones after it. Okay, so the one that is building and the other that is releasing pressure. Okay, so with all this being said, I was reading that some people are bearish, and so they are expecting Bitcoin to just go down from here. Like the same scenario from 2018, if you will, like a development like this. And why it is highly, highly unlikely that this scenario, it is not going to happen. This one is releasing pressure. The other one from 2018 was cooling off and at the same time building pressure. Okay, so it's another scenario that people will be expecting it to go down because they are late. They thought we were going down, so they could buy again because they missed it. But then the market go up, the asset go up, and they are caught by surprise. Okay, so that's what I strongly believe. There is a chance for a small move, I would say. So, for example, 95K before bullish continuation, but right now it looks really, really good. Okay, and Dow Jones is looking amazing. The dollar is about to go down, so things are really primed for continuation. Okay, so let's get a bit closer here, see what we can see. Okay, so we have a little bullish structure here. I really don't like small ones, but it is what we have. And we gotta wait to see how this is going to develop. So on May 19, we have XRP futures being released by CME, as you guys know. So usually what we can expect before such products are being released, we can expect a downside move before it to create a opportunity for those who are coming, which is institutional investors. Please forgive me, folks. So this is a scenario very, very interesting. We gotta wait to see how this is going to unfold. Also, right now we have Bitcoin average mining cost sitting at $95,000, which is the most significant level for Bitcoin, as I explained it even before Bitcoin reached this level. Okay, so very, very fascinating here. So, uh, I'm really bullish. I'm really is, but I really don't like small structures. I really don't. And another thing, we still have the weekend, which is, let me take a look. It's 17 and 18. So we could really, really go down on the Monday to then just blast the roof. Would be a let's say more likely scenario, because otherwise we would see a another upside move. We could even see new highs from here to then fall back inside before the bigger one. So this would be a short-term trap for bulls, short term, but the 95K range, it's also a bear trap. So it's there is room for both parties here to be trapped. So it's for traders, it's kind of a complicated scenario, but for investors, it is not really. Now let's take a look into XRP. So XRP on the monthly, everything's looking good, really, really good. We have consolidation at the breaking point. So this is really, really nice. Everybody who are saying, oh, the head and shoulders, oh, 50 cents, 60 cents, they end up wrong. We knew this, that it was not going to happen. Let's get close here. Nothing to see. Indecision candle on the 3 days. On the daily, 4 hours. Let's go into the daily. Okay, so we don't have, first thing, we don't have a clear structure. We don't, but we do know that this whole range is consolidation before continuation. So the question is when? Another thing, once again, the 19 futures on CME. So once again, this could create, or let's say the market itself can create an opportunity for those institutional investors. Just a second, folks. Yeah, so it could create opportunity, and then we could go down. So there, once again, there is no clear structure. I'm just basing myself on the Dow Jones. Whatever the way you try to acknowledge something here, you are not going to find anything, because once again, it is not clear. Even those saying, well, this is a bull flag, well, could be, it is not. So this is not a bull flag, right? And we also have a flat structure here. And some could even say, well, this is a bull break. No, it is not, because it still is a lower high. So it's really, really a puzzle that we have here. There is nothing clear at all. So our best guess is the market's momentum. And what is the market that props the crypto market. It is Dow Jones, the US stocks. So that's probably the best indication that we can have here. We could also try, but once again, wouldn't make a lot of sense. Let's see. So the 19, probably a opportunity. So if this scenario is true, and maybe if it happens, we could expect higher low. Okay, so this is a if scenario. And I'm just talking about this because we don't have anything clear. So we're just trying to figure out. Okay, so for example, Bitcoin in that small bullish structure go up. And let's say XRP goes up as well. And end up with lower high, right? Lower high. And let's say that's not the moment for the market to go. Then yeah, okay, so then we go down a little bit before things are ready to go. And we also can forget, if I'm not wrong, the deadline for the trial, it's on June 16. I mean, a possible date when this whole thing is over. So I was using their deadline. Okay, so I'm not guessing a date. I was just accounting the days based on the possible outcomes. And yeah, so it's probably going to, so the very end, in my humble opinion, is probably aligned with the whole market's momentum. So for example, XRP is not going to be running alone. Okay, I strongly believe that this date will be aligned with the whole market's momentum, and then everything will go up together. So they're not creating opportunities like this. So for example, everything stay sideways while one or two assets go crazy on the loose. This would be way too easy for everybody to just jump in and buy, have some fun, and make profits, right? But that's not what is happening for many years. So there is no reason to expect such an event. But it's definitely bullish, folks. Definitely. Once again, in the short term, not clear. In the bigger picture, fantastic. Okay, really fantastic. Now let's take a look into XLM. Okay, XLM, in my humble opinion, it's probably the best indicator we have for altcoins. Okay, and why I'm saying this? Well, you may say, well, but it's not Ethereum. That is the one that guides altcoins. Yes, but we have a clear picture here on XLM that we can't ignore. And this is a perfect or one of the best scenarios we could ever had while investing. So this is truly fantastic. And once again, we did this with XRP, not only XRP, and we were 100% accurate. Okay, so I called XRP break in advance. We pretty much nailed, and XLM is almost there. It's really so it's not just like XLM. It's the market momentum. That's what we are measuring here. But XLM is one that have a better visual for us to understand this momentum. So it's fair to say this pivot like this is it? Probably we still can say it is. But let's draw a dashed line here for the analysis sake. So it's a prime scenario, folks. It's the best scenario one could have to make a move here. Okay, and we have a trading setup. We have principles to purchase, and that's exactly what I did. Okay. What else? Let's jump into the weekly. Not a lot to see on the weekly. So we're talking about this bull flag that is more like a healthy correction than a bull flag itself. I would say that a bull flag it is not so sharp, okay, but it is really what it is. One way or the other, it's looking extremely bullish. Not clear on the 3 days, but on the day, it's way better. Okay, so again, if it is a bull flag, it really doesn't matter because what matters is right here. Not symmetrical, inverted head and shoulders. Okay, it doesn't have to be symmetrical, but when it is, it's easier to read. When it is not symmetrical, we have a problem like this. So you see, this could be a triangle. When there is no symmetry, it is not clear, but it's looking like multiple bullish things together. So structures we do understand they are not clear like they used to be before. And probably the reason is that the market doesn't want people making easy money when things that are crystal clear. So we have to be one level ahead in order to properly understand and make it the best out of it. But it's looking really good here. Really. I'm very bullish, not only on XLM, but the whole crypto market. And it is quite a moment, folks. This is quite a moment. Uh, we talk so we talk about this in a way like it is something normal or something like just another event, but it is not, folks. I would say that the, the next time we are going to see something like this will take a long time to see something like it. So we can say is a lifetime opportunity. Probably one, two, or three. Yes. Okay. So probably the ones who are missing this one, they will have to wait a long time before they have another opportunity like this. And this is one of the ways for me to be excited and hyped right now. I do understand that we can make time. So we have to grab the time that we have, right? Yeah. So it is what it is. So here on the daily, it's looking really good. And to be honest, folks, I'm really keen to buy even more, especially after reading that we still have people who are bearish. This is it's truly incredible how people could be bearish in such a moment like this. It doesn't make it really doesn't make any sense. Any. Okay, so here on the 4, this is the structure right here. It's not really clear, not clear at all. But so it could happen. Let's say very unlikely this week for something to happen this week, but I would say very likely to happen in the next one after May 20. But this is just my expectations. Okay, so for example, if we say, okay, things are looking really good, but are not ready. So we could see some downside here, but wouldn't be a big deal. Still buying opportunity, in my opinion, and this is not financial advice, just the way I'm seeing it. And when you're making analysis and you have money in the table, it is not just like for entertainment, okay? You are caring about your investment, okay? So you are working on your stuff. So this is it's totally different from people who do this for amusement, right? Especially looking for possible buying opportunities. Yep. So let's take a look here. What rules we have here? So we have a 38-20%, which is great. Let's see what we have here. It's a 38 as well. No, it is a 50, which is fantastic. Is really, really great. But even if we go down into 60 to 180, it's still a amazing bullish opportunity, because that's the bullish signature. Let me show you guys. What is a bullish evidence? For example, the low or the bottom, we go up, then we go down to where? Any of these three ranges are perfectly healthy for correction before continuation. And then again. And then again. So this is the bullish signature. And so far it's looking really, really good. Really, really, really. But I would say I could buy right now, buy more. It would be like great opportunity. But maybe the best scenario, maybe, is to wait for the weekend to see. Please forgive me. To see how the market is going to behave on the Monday. Okay, so maybe the Monday is the key before before we are really, really ready for new highs. There is still a lot of time to go. Now let's take a look into XDC. So XDC. Well, we don't have all the data here. We should have. Okay. So XDC falls into the same behavior that we talked about Bitcoin, building pressure, releasing pressure. So this one is totally different from Bitcoin, but it's still, in my humble opinion, this is a scenario that is about to release steam, not to contract, not to build steam. Okay, so all this being said, so here it's looking good, really, really good, from 2 cents right now into the 7 range. Consolidation here. Consolidation. One could say this is a bear flag. One code. But here's the thing. It is not a clear flag. And also we can't forget the market, the whole market momentum. Okay, so let's say this is true. Okay, so we are going down. How much down are we going? I don't think it would be a big deal, because once again, the market momentum, very soon we are about to go. So if we go down, it would be most likely a higher low. And also we do understand that XDC is just below its magnetic level, which is 8 cents. So we have a knocking on heaven's door here. Not all the times this is bad. Okay, it is not bad at all. But yeah, so in my opinion, this is consolidation. Consolidation. We can see this red candle here right now because Bitcoin is just going down just a little bit. So maybe that's the scenario we are going to see. Bitcoin printing that little bull and then going down before going up for a big upside move. That's probably what is going to happen. Uh, yeah, we gotta wait to see. But things are really, really, really good. Really, really, really. Uh, I'm missing something here. I don't think so. Okay. Yes. Oh, yes. So Algo is also looking great. Uh, it is not the same scenario as XDC, but it is similar. Okay. And it's very interesting that we still have people who think we are not in a out season. It's truly crazy. It started already. We're in the early stages. It's been a long time since I took a look on H bar. Let's see how it is right now. It's it feels like XDC, almost the same scenario. Some of them are having the same, almost the same scenario here. It is like, okay, so the market's not ready. We go down just a little bit before the big one. So this can be because we don't know if the magic is it is going to happen now in May or early June. So there is no way to know, right? It could even be on the first or second week of June. So the only problem with such a scenario is that it would end up creating more buying opportunity. And I don't think that is something that the market wanna do. Okay? Because the more opportunity they create, the more time people will have to buy. Okay? So the question is who they want to be buying? Institutional investors or the average Joe? That's an important question that we have right now. Once again, one could say this was a bull flag, and this could also be a flag. We could be talking about a higher low before things are ready to go. So it's not 100% clear yet, but we are very, very close. Very, very close. This one feels like XTC. Hmm. Can't can't set an anchor on these two pivots here. They're not connected. Something that we see in the past. A higher low above 17 cents can be also at or above 18 cents. This could be. And this is also or would be aligned with Bitcoin faking a small bull, going down just a little bit before the big one. And if we take a look here, this is the head and shoulders. Small target. Again, the target makes a higher low. As you guys can see, higher low, probably going to be above 18 cents, in my humble opinion. There is no way to be 100% sure about this. And yeah, so maybe Maybe. I will take a look into Litecoin. Really, there is nothing special about Litecoin. I just want to see how it is on the, feels like XLM, but there is a fundamental problem here, which is the grinding behavior. So this is a sign of weakness. I'm not saying it is going to crash or it is not going to benefit. It's probably going to, okay? But yeah, very similar with XLM before the final leg up here, which makes it perfect setup. This is just a study. I really don't care about Litecoin. It's just that I want to measure. Okay, yeah. So it's, despite not having a strong lower high, which should have at this point, but it's still looking good. Again, folks, I'm not going to touch this. Even the ROI, it's completely awful. So it is just to take a better look into altcoins and how they are uh, behaving. And the final one, just out of my curiosity, Bitcoin crash, completely useless, garbage. Yeah, so, okay, so we have a fundamental problem here, which is, yes, we have it. Yeah, looking only from this perspective, this is the bearish scenario, not a bullish one. I'm talking about multiple months, not just about tomorrow. Of course, with the whole market momentum, we could see even dead coins and tokens going up. But it doesn't mean they are in a bullish trend. So this is very important to understand while looking into possible altcoins, you know. Um, we have a great example here. This one is a very scammy and almost dead. But again, it doesn't mean it is not going to have some gains. But it definitely means after this run, it's probably going to really kaput. Feels like inverted head and shoulders here. Yes, just like XLM back in the day. So we have two things here, folks. One is the risk is greater than the reward because it is a trash garbage asset that is almost 100% controlled by Chinese exchanges. So this for me, it's a big no. Okay. In the other hand, it would be like a opportunity because we have bullish development here. Once again, this is not a recommendation. I don't touch these assets. It is just to observe great assets in the crypto market against completely horrible ones. I'm just trying to see what is going on, and you see, trying to see my north here. It's been years from the last time that I took a look into these assets, and in my humble opinion, they are all dead. Are probably going to see some gains that Chinese exchanges are going to fake it, and then eventually it is going to die, all of them. Okay, so folks, this is it for now. I hope this video may help you guys to understand what is going on and what we may expect for the coming days, weeks, and months. And yeah, we are at a great moment. We have a great moment ahead of us, and I'm truly excited about it. Okay, so in a few days or weeks, I'm going to record again because right now, as you guys can see, there is nothing special. Uh, Not right now, but we are going to have very soon. Okay, so guys, thanks again for the time, your precious time, your support, your kind messages. You guys are amazing, and don't forget to smash the like button, share with your friends, subscribe as well to support this channel. And thanks again, and I will see you guys soon. Stay safe. See ya.